to me, the best way to play a game is to not play the game. Okay, Zach said he wasn't playing the game. He didn't want to play the game, and that's how he admitted. I expected to get all the way to the end without ever having to be nominated. Ever. Like, are you kidding me? Are you crazy? Just because people don't see you as a threat doesn't mean, you can get to the end without being nominated. He just wanted to not play the game and get all the way through, and I think that's ridiculous. When he had to in the end, he had to. But in the situation that he was put in, he had to.
Him the same grade as Jessica, and I want you to know that these ratings, there is no such thing as a 10 in any ratings. And
well, you won. I mean, certainly that's pretty high. You got
a 1? No,
exactly. You won the game. So I mean,
what would I grade myself? I'm at the most an 8. Must have been very, very tough, and being kind of a weird guy to start with.
7.
The reason I saw him as the biggest threat in the house. He was the smartest guy in the house. I knew he was all talk, all manipulation. That's a good game. Biggest threat in the house. I give him a really good.
To use Amber.
Don't know what would it be, but maybe a 7. Yeah.
We'll put Danny on the spot here. Would you have?
Did you guys get your hair done for you too?
No.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Okay, I can answer this because Nick said if it was the final 2 that he would like me and my father to go to the final 2. So day 1 I agreed to it. Stick it out with my dad. That's what I was there for, to get to the final 2, and we did it.
Besides, we wouldn't be able to say the Donatos if Nick was
the wrong side of the sand.
Brendan from Indiana. Danny, did you ever tell the truth to the house guests about your age?
I didn't tell the truth. Honestly, everyone probably thinks it's so ridiculous that, why lie about a couple, year? I didn't ask you. Anyways, the point of the matter was coming into the house knowing that my dad was going to be there. Why do I need a bigger target on my back? Why do I need to be,
the youngest?
Anything else to draw attention to myself? When we're sitting down on the couches night 1, everyone's like, wow, this is a young cast. Is there anyone who's underage? And somebody, shouted really loud, really fast, you have to be 21. Nobody's underage. And of course, I'm not going to be like, oh, me, pick me. I don't want anything else to make myself stand out more. And it's not a big deal. That's all it is.
This one's from Scoots at TV Clubhouse. Dick and Danny, aside from Nick, if you two were voted out, who would you want to see win?
You don't give those kind of things like any kind of thought. It was
I don't know who I would want to win, who I think would deserve to win.
To make him.
Probably, but I haven't seen the show.
From living in there, dealing with their strategic,
I would probably say Eric was a big hand in the house. It was like the question that Jessica asked me about a secondary or backup plan of who I wanted to sit next to in the final 2. And when I told her that there wasn't one, she didn't believe me. But if you're planning on failing, I don't plan on and strategize to fail. I plan, what's going on over here? And strategize in order to keep things going. There was no option of me and Danielle not being in there. You just do whatever you can, and you deal with it when it occurs. It's like going up on the block and then freaking out before the POV is played. It's what's the point?
Counterproductive.
It's stupid. Campaigning and all this crap for nothing. If you can win, or if somebody else, or whatever it is. Or you're campaigning and this person next to you is off the block, you're campaigning against them, so now I got to start all over and campaign against him. I'm rambling.
We've got a rare double shout out here. Dick, my fellow chatmate Rebel in room 136, has the hugest crush on you all season. Do you see a lot of women hitting on you now that you're famous?
God, I hope so.
Nick, what do you plan on doing once you move out to the OC?
I'm actually getting my California teaching license, and I'll substitute teach for a little bit and just see what I can dabble in.
Okay. Dick, why did you tell everyone how to vote when you were HOH, but the next week when Dustin was HOH, go off on him for doing the exact same thing?
I don't remember telling everyone how to vote when I I was HOH. What I remember doing was presenting a case to the LNC and leaving it out for them. Talking about Kale and talking about Mike after I walked off the pedestal, and the reasons that I believed that Mike should go because of his alliance with Kale on a separate thing, his alliance with Nick and with Zach on that separate deal, and the alliance altogether with Jen as a clinger honor, trying to figure everything out. But we did discuss all sides, and Eric was a part of that as well. And everybody had voiced their opinion on it. It wasn't just me telling everyone how to vote. At least that's not how I saw it.
No, him and Dick and I talked about it too, and he didn't tell me how to vote. We just talked about, the pros and cons of Kale and Mike. So.
Did any of you swipe anything from the house to sell?
Yeah. Well, I didn't swipe anything to sell. I just grabbed the when we did the when we stood on the stump or whatever. I had the glass from that. So that's it.
That's it?
I have lots of keepsakes. I wouldn't say to sell, but I took a lot of keepsakes from all the different competitions. You need memories. You have it on tape, but little things, even just stupid things, they mean something to you. So I did take a lot of stuff. I don't know if I'll be selling it, but I took a lot. Zach stole a teacup.
I don't know if he made it out with the teacup, did he?
I don't know.
I don't know either. One of the big teacups. Yeah, I have like little stuff that not necessarily from the competitions was more important to me.
Well, yeah, mine too. Not from the house, from
Yeah.
competitions.
Yeah, I can't think of anything really from the house that I stole. They went through my bag and took my key. I took my Dick key out of the memory wall, and they went through my bags and
What a rip.
took it. From what I understand, they have all the winners' keys framed up in CBS.
Ah,
So
okay.
they swiped it from me, those bastards. But they did give me the key that I almost died holding on to during the first leg of the HOH.
This one's from Smokey, and if your name's Smokey, you're getting your question on. That's just how it is around here. Could you please comment on how much influence does Big Brother have on the game? I guess what he's asking is, do you feel like it's ever staged or you're led a certain way? Or
We're not allowed to talk about production or anything. The only thing...
Can't talk about our diary rooms.
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about any of that stuff at all. That was, I think, a lot of us thought, certain competitions were going to be set up to help people, They're not. They're absolutely not.
Except for the 9 gallons in the teacup.
Where do you get most of your clothes, and what kind of moisturizer do you use? And I'll let you guess who that's for. That's for Kim in Florida. I think that's for you, Danny.
Oh, dude.